Right before we jump into this video, if you'd like to take better pictures in only 11 days, I created a free mini video course that you can sign up for right now at fronosphoto.com/11 days. Jared Polin, fronosphoto.com, and as many of you guys know, I've been out on the campaign trail as a photojournalist trying to tell the best photo stories that I possibly can. And this time around, I want to tell the photo story of this image right here. So I know it looks like just a picture of people walking through a kitchen, but it's actually really interesting how this image was captured. And before I get into all of the settings and everything else, I want to go back a little bit and show you the footage from my electronic viewfinder. So I was shooting with the Sony A9 II because I was in a very dark hallway as well as a darker kitchen, and I wanted to also have 12 frames a second, which is the uncompressed RAW. If I wanted compressed RAW, it would be 20 frames per second, but I like to stick with the highest quality possible, but I wanted the best high ISO capability, and because we were basically in the backs of hallways and the kitchen, I knew it was going to be darker. But in order to get to this image, we have to look at what happened right before the image. So this is me setting up in the hallway. Now, you're seeing my electronic viewfinder footage, so it's going to be a little shaky. It's not going to be the greatest quality in the world, but I'm trying to find the shot for when the senator is going to be walking down the hallway, coming down from his hold area. Now, this was on the night of, it was a Monday night, it was during the Iowa caucus, it was when there was that whole debacle with the Iowa caucus, and we didn't know what was gonna happen. We didn't know when the senator was gonna come out and speak, and so when we got the word that like 2 minutes, he's gonna be down in 2 minutes, we moved to these areas. Now, there was like 2 hours before this happened, so I was scouting out different areas, trying to find where I could get the image, and one of the images that you just saw was in the kitchen, and that was the image I was going for. That's the one I saw in my mind. I pre-visualized like 2 hours prior. But here we are in the hallway, just waiting, because the goal here for me was to get a photo of the senator coming down the hallway, quickly bail. I was using a 135 lens for this, 135 1.8, because I wanted to isolate him, plus we had to stay further back. Then I was gonna bail, run around a corner, turn that corner, go into the kitchen, going to the spot where I knew I wanted to get the shot. And so all of that was gonna happen in a matter of 20 seconds at most. So I was getting my settings right in the hallway for this, for what we're waiting for. So somebody else comes through the hallway. We're waiting. And then I'm gonna run it as they start to turn the corner. So here we go, let's see it play out. So this is just waiting. We've got a couple of photographers in this area waiting for the senator to come down the hallway. Yeah, there's a lot of waiting, anticipating. You're not sure when things are gonna happen. I'm gonna fast forward a little. Okay, so right here is the security. So security starts coming down the hallway, making sure everything's fine. This is gonna be important moving on. Then we've got some other campaign people, and then we've got the senator's security guy right there. And I'm pretty sure he's like, everybody move. Yep, I think he was like, go. And so I knew at this point that there was no way I was gonna get a photo of the senator walking down the hallway. So next thing I had to do was stop recording the EVF, run to the kitchen area, quickly change from the 135 to the 14 to 24 2.8, find my position, hit record again so I could make a video like this and teach you guys, and then see if I could get the shot. So I bail, I run out, boom, we're getting rid of this, we're gonna open up the next video. So I run into the kitchen, I knew I wanted a wide shot where this table was. This is right when I hit the button. So this is really, when I hit the record button on the Atomos recorder, this is what you're seeing. Security guy notices me in the corner. It's a good thing that all the security people know me, because if they didn't know me, there might have been a problem. And that's the importance of, having the access, and also making sure that security knows who you are. You introduce yourself to everybody so that there are no issues and they know that you belong. Okay, so now I'm gonna let it play out. See how fast it takes. Here we go, senator's coming around the corner. I settle in, boom, take the pictures. That was 19 photos. You can see down here on the timeline in Lightroom on the time strip, whatever the film strip, 19 photos in a row. So that was a little more than a second and a quarter. Silent shooting. That's why you saw the buzzing. because you can see, look at the table. Oop, wrong thing, Jared. You hit the wrong button, buddy. Watch this. Move this out of the way. Look at the table. This is what the light, this is what happens with the electronic shutter. It picks up all of this. That's the reflection of these lights flickering right down here. Play it one more time. Watch the senator come in. So right here, I literally just got the camera up to my eye and I hit the record button so I could capture this. I move the focusing point to the senator. Luckily, his security guy starts walking faster. I start shooting, get the shot. Then it's bail time. Now it's move because he's on his way to the stage. Get my bag. Then go through the back corridors. Yep, back corridors, all the way to the stage area, out into where the campaign rally is. So these are photos for another time, but let's show you the kitchen photo. Boom. That's the kitchen photo. I knew I wanted to get, I didn't want the front on shot. I wanted the image of the campaign, the senator, security, the family members, anybody else going horizontally through the frame because I thought it would be, it was what I saw in my mind. I saw shooting it at 14 millimeters. Now I know not everybody will like how wide it was shot, but I don't like the super tight one. I don't want to come in here with a composition like this where you lose most of the kitchen. You know, for something like this, that works. That definitely could work. But for what I was doing and as much time as I didn't have, that's one of the main points that I'm trying to make here is that there was no time to think. Let me cut in here real quick and remind you that I am still running the super huge mega camera giveaway where one of you will win a camera valued up to $3,499 or get the equivalent value in lenses as well. All you need to do is go over to bit.ly/megafro2020 to get entered for free. If you purchase FroPack 1, FroPack 2, or the FroPack bundle, or you already own them, you will score extra entries towards winning the grand prize. And as a reminder, you do not need to purchase the presets in order for your chance to win the grand prize. So now let's get back to the video. Settings. I forgot to tell you those settings. So we're at 1/640th of a second, f2.8, ISO 5000. One thing I noticed is that in the hallway, it was much darker. So to quickly react here in the electronic viewfinder, I dialed up my shutter speed. I just dialed it up. That was the quickest thing for me to do, to go from like 1/400th or 1/250th, what I might have been in the hallway, to 1/640th because it was the right exposure. All of this is happening. This is what's happening. As the senator's coming in, boom, 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 dial that exposure up, quickly move the focusing point over to his face, lock on, shoot the pictures, 1.5 seconds later, it's over, and this is the shot. So I'm happy with how straight the lines are. I'm trying to convey the message of all the things that happen behind the scenes in the background. I like seeing the entire kitchen. I like seeing security here. I like seeing the senator with his notes in his hand from his campaign speech. You've got his wife, Jane. You've got the grandkids. You've got campaign staffers. And you've got the chairs in the background. I mean, this is what it's about, is the behind the scenes shots and the behind the scenes images. Is there anything I would have done different? Is 5000 ISO a problem? In my opinion, no. 5000 ISO isn't a problem. At first, when I posted it, I thought that 5000 was too high and I could have brought it down. Well, so what? If I bring it down to 4000 or 3200, now I'm at 1/500th or 1/400th of a second, and I do possibly run into some motion blur if somebody's moving faster. So there's nothing wrong at 1/640th, 2.8, 5000 ISO. That's why I chose to use the A9 II behind the scenes instead of the A7 R4, which wouldn't have handled as well at 5000. Plus, it only shoots at roughly 6-ish frames a second. I wanted something that did more because I knew it was going to happen fast. And just because cameras have the ability to shoot 12 frames or nowadays 20 frames per second, the reason you do that, the reason you get your quick bursts is so you can get a quick burst of 4, 5, 6 images. In this case, 19 images. Because it was going to happen super fast. I wanted to pick the right image, and this is the right frame that I wanted, and that basically is the story of how I captured this image. Another thing I do want to show you is I actually have a book made from that night, because that's what I do. I make these Printique books, and here we have it. This is the image right here. Hopefully you can see it's not too reflective, but this is the 2-page spread in a 9x12 book. I get all my photo books. People always ask, where do I get them? I get them at Printique, formerly Adorama Picks. Yeah, that's all for that. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you have questions about photography, please leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, put some comments down there, and subscribe. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Jared, PolinFronosPhoto.com. See ya.